grade 12 students SE. I'm your English teacher, Mrs. Dima Abdel Samad. I hope that every one of you is fine. As we said last week, we're going to proceed with our online videos to be able to finish the curriculum. And this video is going to focus on all the information and details mentioned in Unit 9, Lesson 2. Unit 9, Lesson 2 sheds light on teenagers and the social media overdose. The content of this lesson can be divided into the effect of social media on teenagers, the change of media's role from the past till now, the negative impact of social media, the positive impact of social media, and the impact of some apps on parents as well as on children. To start first with the positive effect of social media. It allows free expression of thought and opinion because through social media, you can express your ideas and you can state your point of view without any limitations or restrictions. It enhances overall knowledge and understanding because through social media, you can learn a lot of information and you can get a wide knowledge about different topics without any limitations. It facilitates the social communication and increases cultural interaction because through social media, you can communicate with people from the other parts of the world within a few minutes or few seconds. At the same time, you can have cultural integration because you can find a compromise among different cultures. And so you will be able to communicate with people from other cultures to learn from these cultures. So that's why you can have cultural interaction. It generates awareness about various critical issues, and this is exactly what's happening with COVID-19 or coronavirus. People now, through social media, they're learning a lot of knowledge and a lot of information about COVID-19 through social media. You can have the preventive measures that you should take in order to prevent the virus. And at the same time, you can learn all the details and the updates related to COVID-19. It encourages some healthy habits such as eating healthy food or doing regular exercises. On the other hand, there is a negative impact of social media. We cannot ignore that. It increases aggressive tendencies, especially when it comes to Fortnite or all these e-gamings that might lead to aggressive behaviors. It encourages unhealthy habits. It causes blind imitation of celebrities and irrational demands for fads. And we explained what we mean by fads. Fads, it's popular things that can take place for a short period of time. When it stays for a longer period of time, it will become a fashion rather than a fad. So, through social media, you can blindly imitate some celebrities or some famous people or some fads without knowing or without deciding whether it is good or bad. It decreases the productivity, especially with teenagers, because it's considered as a waste of time. The change of media's role. You can read now the first paragraph, page 202, to find the change of media's role from the past till now. In the past, it was barely used. It was used for specific purposes. It was used by a limited number of people. Whereas now, it's always used. It's used for many purposes. It is used by all people for a long time because it's no more used only to get information. It's used for entertainment and for having fun. The average teenager spends nowadays is 7.5 hours a day on the internet, which is approximately 3.25 of the whole teenager's life, which is a very high percentage. Now read paragraphs 2 through 4, page 202, to identify the main idea. And then you can identify which point of view the writer supports. The paragraphs 2 through 4 sheds light on the writer's point of view, which supports the negative impact of social media. He states that it's a waste of time, especially for teenagers who can do much more beneficial deeds instead of surfing the web for useless purposes. It dominates their life. It leads to isolation because the teenager does not want to communicate with anybody else except with his phone or any technical device, such as iPad, a laptop, etc. It makes teenagers focus on useless things such as what other people are doing, instead of focusing on useful things such as the studying. Explain the irony revealed in paragraph 2. Before you read the suggested answers, please take few minutes to think of the answer by yourself, and then you read the suggested answer. The irony can be dramatic, verbal, or situational. The irony in paragraph 2 is a situational irony. Since teenagers are supposed to be sitting in their rooms to study, while the real situation is that they are wasting their time on social media. Situational irony when there is a big difference between what the situation is expected to be and what it is really taking place. Read paragraphs 5 and 6, page 203. Does the writer have the same point of view in paragraph 5? Of course not, because the writer in paragraph 5 does not have the same point of view, since in this paragraph he sheds light on the positive impact of social media. He believes that it is useful in many cases, but it shouldn't be overused. When there is an overuse of social media, then instead of being helpful, it will become dangerous and helpless. Some apps are beneficial, such as Mama Bear. Some apps, they can help the kids as well as the parents. These apps, such as Mama Bear, they can ban offensive language, set a maximum speed limit, and ensure the child's safety. It can track what sites kids are surfing. So before we finish the presentation, I just want to tell you that social media can be good and can be bad. And the overuse of social media, it's bad. So be moderate in using social media to stay on the safe side and have a helpful issue or helpful social media rather than helpless or harmful. Okay, thank you. And now you can answer the comprehension and analytical questions related to this lesson, which is Unit 5, Lesson 2. Thank you.